course. I know I missed yesterday, but I have so much wrapped up yesterday. And I told you guys I may do yesterday. I may be late, but had so much wrapped up. Get at me on Rumble just as well. Get at me on Rumble. Can't see the red pill out for the buck on Rumble. And get at me in the Patreon, fellas. Let's get it popping. Let's make it happen. You dig? Show love to the show. I post on these sites so you guys can know that all the content is totally different. Different videos, different forms of videos is on different platforms. You dig? Get at me on the bottom of the screen. Get at me in the Gmail, railsfargo12@gmail.com. Get at me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Real Rails FA1. And let's make that happen, fellas, like we do. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen like we do. When you get up in here, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Now, this here is creep behavior. And like I said, I was just down there in the Jackson County Detention Center. I was locked up in the county jail. And there's so many guys in that motherfucker behind, doing domestic assaults and violences and things of that sort towards women, actually deleting women. Then you got a few guys in there, but they didn't really roam population because guys got them off population and they'd check them in and get the fuck off get off population. You got to go in a hole or go in the administrative ASEG or something, go to the ASEG building and get up off here. When guys do creepy shit like this, walking around, following behind women, whacking off, doing sick shit like that. And I had to look at it, and the subscriber sent me this video like the other day. It was like, man, check this shit out, man. So I paid attention. He was like, because the subscriber didn't know, like, why is she eluding this guy like this? Why is she just keeping him where he at and not fucking with him and he followed behind her, whatever the case. Then I had to look and see that he's on some creep shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is that shit that get you locked down, get you locked in, fellas, and get you put up under the jail like a motherfucker when all you got to do is holler at a bitch. You got a fantasy moment, or I don't know, if you don't get women or you don't get laid or whatever the case, and you steady watching corn, shit like that or whatever. I got to use the word corn, CORN, which I get what I'm saying. You steady watching that shit and you fantasizing on how to get at a chick sexually or whatever, fellas. Then you're going to lose, because life ain't corn. Life is everyday life. You just got to push up on women and holler at them and make things happen. Some will move a little quicker than others. Some might not move. They'll play some games and be on some bullshit, but just a numbers game. There's so many women out here for you to be walking around doing some sick shit like this, and I don't condone this shit right here. But we're going to skid through it, though. But,
Zoom in, please zoom in. If you can't take it and can't stomach it.
The dude just straight whacking. I got to pull up a little bit because what he doing.
Space need to be out there, and y'all need to be aware of these guys.
Yeah, that's weird, man. This is a young dude, too, man, just walking around in Walmart, nigga.
Lord knows if I would have viewed this video, I was too shaken because I felt like
he got his hand inside his pants and shit. Probably got a hole cut in there on some sneako type shit.
Zoom in.
Sneaky. Not sneako.
I swear to God, I wish I would have seen this, but I am taking it to the authorities. Got my information, got his information and everything like that. So I am going to go further with this because...
Yeah. This is crazy behavior right here, man. This is sick, man. This is some sicko shit. Actually, I'm going to remove it. But it's some sicko shit, man. And guys, I want you young men out here to understand that you don't got to be afraid to talk to women. It's nothing to be afraid of. She bleeds like you bleed. She wakes up in the morning. Bitch got to brush her teeth like you brush yours. She got to wash her face. She got to do her hygiene, probably take a shit, piss, or whatever the case, just like you do, fellas. She's a human being. You don't got to be afraid to talk to these women. These women are open for you to talk to them. They there 100%. You're going to get some that's going to be on some bullshit. You're going to be getting some that's going to act like, that they're not approachable or whatever the case may be. But it's how you see them when you approach them. You know what I'm saying? It's how you see yourself when you approach them just as well. Now, if you're the type of guy that you see her as non-approachable. She's good looking. She's sexy, bitch, thick, bad, or whatever. She might be the type to not want to holler at me, or whatever the case may be. Then there's your challenge right there. Or if you that guy to think that way, then you know you need to fall back and work on your game. But there's your challenge right there. You pull up and you test that shit. See what's up with it. Holler at her. Speak your mind. You know what I'm saying? Let her know what you're feeling about the situation and come off speaking your mind. You know you want to come off sexual. That's why I say speak your mind. I'm not gonna break down how to speak your mind, fella, because you know what's on your mind. You know you want to hit it, you want to get close to it, you want to fuck with it, whatever the case may be. Come off and holler at it and make that happen. And it'll go your way. You know what I'm saying? If you're confident enough, it'll go your way. Or she could be on some bullshit. That's there too. But you'll have the wherewithal, you'll have the, you know what I'm saying, you'll have the commitment to the game within yourself to already recognize this shit and know that this bullshit, push it to the side and keep moving to the next chick. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have chick that's going to be flirting with you or act as if they like you or whatever, calling you handsome and things of that sort. And that's cool. That's okay. If you know you'd have heard it multiple times, it ain't no thing. You know what you are. And plus you know who you are, right? That's cool. But that don't mean she gonna get down. That don't mean she's gonna fuck with you. That's cool. It's okay. But there's too many of them out here, fellas, for you to be sitting up here, walking around, creeping up behind them, not saying shit, you know, whacking and, you know what I'm saying, busting their heads and shit like that. As they call it in prison, busting their heads. Niggas doing all that crazy ass shit. You don't want to do that, man. Catch no case and you get that red dot on your name. You be considered one of them SA offenders, you know what I'm saying? And where you got to register and check in at certain places and you know what time it is. You dig what I'm saying? You know what it is. They on your radar 24/7. They don't trust you to be out in society in public. Public don't trust you. You deemed and labeled as a creep. You know, who wants those things? You know what I'm saying? And the media or the system, the police department, the justice system, the you know, the court system, man, they got ways of pushing that shit on you and making you look bad and run your shit underground, run you all the way underground. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't want to get out here and holler at women. There's too many of them out here, fellas. There's no way for you to be doing shit like this. There's no way. I mean, at least nigga, you ain't got no game, and I don't even advocate this. I don't want you guys, you know, I want you guys to learn the game and learn how to conduct, you know what I'm saying, small conversations and keeping it very small, keeping it very sexy, you know what I'm saying, being straight to it with women and making them, you know what I'm saying, lead them in that mind frame of thinking about you, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? These are things, you know what I'm saying, that you will want to learn, you know what I'm saying, instead of just over talking yourself or coming off weak, coming off like you want to trick and do all these other things, and then you look up, the bitch don't respect you, don't take you serious. She playing with you, whatever the case may be. You know, coming off, you know, trying to meet the bitch family. You want her to meet your family. You want her to be your boyfriend. You want her to be your girlfriend. You want to be her boy. You trying to do this relationship shit, all these different vibes and shit. Nah, that's not what it is, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You come at a woman and you let her know what it is and what you're trying to get to and how you trying to get at her or whatever. And then you go from there. It's gonna be either a yay or nay situation. That's about it. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all hit the PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat. You dig what I'm saying? Hit the Super Chat. Get at me on Rumble and get at me in that Patreon. You dig? All those links are in the chat area. You know, I just don't want you guys out here. And if you guys whoever come across this shit, this is definitely for you. If you ain't making shit happen, don't try to live your life, your everyday life, like porn, fellas. You know, if you want to do some, you know, some corn type shit, you know what I'm saying? You want to do that type shit, you know, get with you some chicks that's with it and do what you do inside the house with. But you taking this shit outside and you creeping off and walking up behind chicks and whacking off and or saying weird, crazy shit, fellas, you get yourself arrested like that. And you don't want to go to jail behind no bullshit and get that red dot on your name. I'm telling you, that shit's there for you. You better pay attention. Yeah. She's just regurgitating what she heard, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Now, chicks like this, and this is for my young men out here thinking that they getting a young chick like this. We in today's time to where you got different dating coaches out here. You got female dating coaches. You know, you got male dating coaches. You got men that advise you about life and the game, whatever. You got females that do the same. You know, it's different content and different material out here, different wordplay or whatever. And a lot of these chicks, especially these younger chicks, you know, they're not lost to what's going on out here. They're very much in the mix. And they can lash on and grab on to what's being said and play a sucker and have him thinking that she can be the type of woman for him or whatever the case may be, then you doomed from the start. You know, that's why it's all about paying attention to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's all about paying attention to yourself. It's all about paying attention to the game, you know, what's going on, paying attention to the chick or whatnot, you know, and just seeing what up with it or whatever the case may be. But you can't do none of that if you're not starting off with yourself. You got to start off with you and work on you, fellas. Are you a giving guy? Are you a guy that says certain things to make her feel a certain way? Are you a guy that really want a relationship? Are you a guy that want to hit and quit? You know, who are you? But these things got to come out. You know what I'm saying? You got to let chicks know what it is, fellas. And you be surprised who will gravitate to who you are and what you want to do. So a lot of you guys are scared to let bitches know what it is and who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you won't get games like this ran on you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm getting to. So you guys understand. Once you know who you are and you speak on what it is, you know, if you just trying to fuck around and she's looking to fuck around, and you got that right there. But if she's looking for a sucker and you just trying to fuck around with her or whatever, and you see these things don't match up, then you may have to cut her loose. You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to seduce her, get her stick around or whatever to raise her interest up, fellas, it can cause some shit like that. And we ain't doing all that shit. Nigga. You either gonna shit or get off the pot. You gonna ride with me or you gonna get rolled over on. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, what she's talking about. Do y'all really believe what she's saying is real?
I'm 18.
Let's say we're together and I'm paying off.
So I'm 18. She's 18, fellas. Remember, she haven't even developed she probably had fucked with certain guys, a few guys or whatever, but she ain't developed enough experience to actually know what it is. And she could be 81 and not know what she really wants, because that's how women are. But for her to know what it is and how to navigate and know what value that she holds or whatever besides her youth, she's not there yet. So this is straight bullshit.
All the bills and taking care of you, but I cheated on you. Would you give me another shot or would you leave?
I would give you another shot, of course I would. If you're taking care of the things and, you know, we can have a simple conversation to establish, you know, the exclusivity of our relationship, then I understand. But if you have one slip up, then I can't really say nothing. You're taking care of everything. My duty is to suck, fuck, and shut the fuck up at the end of the day.
See how she regurgitating what she heard? She know damn well. As an 18-year-old, fuck, that bitch be the one initiating the cheating. she be one doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? But she know damn well. Not to say she won't fuck back with you or, you know what I'm saying, but she'll be right there in the mix with you. She'll be doing her thing just as well. And she'll be avoiding duties and she will be avoiding certain things she got to do for you just like any other woman, because her feelings will be involved. You know what I'm saying? Because she look at it like, she can't respect you. How and why she can't respect you? How she can't respect you, fellas, is because it's simple. The way you came off and who you are told her something totally different. You came off with boyfriend vibe. You came off as if you wanted a relationship. Remember the question he asked about was, hold on, fellas. I've been working out, my throat dry and shit. Remember the question that he asked was if I were your boyfriend. So to get to that point of being a boyfriend, he had to give out boyfriend vibes. He had to give her the premonition or whatever that it's going to be a relationship, and some long value, some long run, some connecting as if, you know, in a relationship form or whatever. And you going off cheating, which is allow her to cheat or whatever, as if she ain't already cheating and shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, that gives her why she couldn't respect you. And the reason why she couldn't respect you is because you showed her something totally different than what you spoke about and what you demonstrated from the beginning. You get what I'm saying, fellas? So if you came in with this boyfriend structure, now you all fucking around. It's like you're confusing me. You know what I'm saying? That's why you come in, fellas, and you let them know what it is. Yes, I'm fucking with other women. Yes, I got this going. Yes, I got that going, or whatever the case. Yeah, this is how I'm living. And if she's riding with it, then she'll know the structure.
Suck, fuck, and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, I realized that a man, after a long day of work and he wants to pay, he's paying for all the bills, he's, taking care of all the duties, fixing the plumbing, fixing all the stuff that a woman wouldn't do. I do want to give him his time to breathe afterwards. I need to pleasure him. I need to make sure he's fed and happy, and then I'll be able to kind of talk to him. But I want to really make sure that my man has everything he needs and to support our family and not be overly stressed out. I don't need to create problems with him.
Hold up, fellas. Hold up. Yeah, we back at it.
Crying over the phone because he liked another girl's Instagram photo. It makes no sense.
But you're 18 now. How did you develop this mentality so young?
My parents are older. My parents are in their 60s, so I definitely got raised from older values, and definitely the traditional values as well. But I've always grown up pretty Republican, pretty conservative, so I guess that's where the values come in.
Man, parents could be in their 60s though. I'm not saying that that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Which gave her a little bit of old school values or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she's regurgitating, fellas. She's going off what she's heard, and this is how you do to keep a man. And if she can say these things, and if she can get certain guys to believe these things, and she can pull in some suckers, real shit, when she's out in the mix and doing what she's doing just as well as the rest of these young chicks. They're young, fellas. There's no way you 18 years old and you're not getting offered to certain things. You are. You're going to get offered to certain shit. You're going to experience. You know what I'm saying? You're going to say things that make someone feel as if you're standing on shit and everything's 100. You know what I'm saying? That's what young people do. Young people think that they can talk a cat off a fish wagon. They think they can speak over a well-experienced older person's head. No, they can't. All young people do that. I've done it. You guys have done it. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? You think you try to convince motherfuckers to see you otherwise or whatever the case, and the person is well-experienced, know that you're young. You're just talking. It takes age. It takes wisdom. It takes experience. It takes you actually act out here living a life, having your ups, having your downs, having your successes, having your failures, having your setbacks, whatever the case may be. That develops and shapes the mentality of a mature adult. You know what I'm saying? Just living life. You know what I'm saying? Something that was, that's promised and blemished for us as human beings. You dig what I'm saying, fellas? Get at me in the PayPal, get at me in the Cash App, get at me on Rumble, KC the Red Pill out for the buck on Rumble. And get at me in the Patreon, fellas. Let's make it happen. Let's get to it. Let's handle business like we do. You dig? Get up in here. And I want you guys to understand that. She's just talking. She's in a form of regurgitating what she heard and what she's been hearing from a lot of these women. And it's all about convincing. You know what I'm saying? And if she could convince simps, incels, or whatever, guys is walking around whacking off in stores, these weak-minded guys, if she can convince these guys that she's totally different than the others, then she can get you with that. And that's what it is, fellas. Do not believe the shit that she's saying. Be a man. Listen to you. Follow your values and your principles, your policies and your rules, fellas, and everything will come out cool. Trust me. Now, is this game or is this weak game, fellas? Or you consider this game or you consider this weak game right here? Now, my thing is this. A lot of guys will come at a woman in a way to where she either don't take them serious, or she'll be in a vulnerable state to where she'll want a boyfriend. She'll look at him in a boyfriend form, or, you know what I'm saying? She'd probably be, just probably liked him or whatever. And he didn't say all the wrong things. He said something, he didn't fuck it up for real. So she's okay. Let me see. She finally approached or whatever. Let me go and give him some pussy. Or let me go and give him some play or whatever the game may be, right? That's how a lot of guys bring in the chicks. Most guys are scared to bring in chicks speaking their mind, because they know speaking their mind at times ain't gonna get them places because they don't know what to say. And the shit that they saying is very basic and average, and the bitches have heard it so many times and heard it before. They like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? He ain't saying nothing different. He ain't speaking on nothing. I can't see him different than what I want to see him as. And the reason why is because this is not how he's coming off. He's not giving off that spunk. He's not giving off that you know what I'm saying, that he's not giving off the essence of me knowing that he's that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, or he's him, he's that guy or whatnot. He's not giving that off, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of guys don't want to do that. They be scared to come at these chicks like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's the best way to come at them. Being bold, being up front, fellas. They respond better to shit like that. Trust me, I'm telling you. Let's go. Look at this.
Yo. No, you're not on my door. I don't know you like that. You no. Okay. Listen. What you want?
Put the title, Risen Up Girl. Risen Upset Girl. Man, stop, nigga. That bitch ain't up. Man, she knows what it is. She's not upset. She's just playing that hard role. She's playing that hard to get role. I'm not your average type of bitch. I'm not easy for you to just come across and get at like that. When she is easy for the motherfucker that's into her, or the motherfucker that she's into, or the motherfucker that's got the game and he's got the balls to come up to her and let her know what it is. I'm telling you, fellas. But he thinking she's upset. See how much game he got? None.
Listen. The first time I did it, I really wanted to speak, but I couldn't, but
I couldn't, but why you couldn't speak? See, fellas, see the scariness of this guy's conversation. See, his introduction is spooky. You know what I'm saying? She's like, what the fuck? Like, why you couldn't? That's why she's looking like, you couldn't? I'm a motherfucking woman. I'm a human being. How you couldn't just come up and talk to me and speak what's on your mind and say what you need to say and get rejected or get accepted or whatever the case, right? Now he going to have to play games. He's going to have to, he's doing this old, probably playing door knocking and running and shit. Ain't no telling. Just to get the bitch attention. And you think she's going to take him serious in the long run? Fuck no, man. He's a joke.
See, you got mad. What's your name?
So you being telling me you slid in my door. All right, which one? Seriously, who are you? Why are you on my door?
Shit, I really want to get to know you. Like, can I take you out to like a nice hibachi restaurant or somewhere? Like we go.
Nah, see, I really want to get to know you. You want to fuck. You want to get it in. You don't want to get to know. And that's what confuses these women, fellas. For real. I done had so many women to tell me this type of shit. Like, dude, like, what's up? What's on your mind? What it is? You know what I'm saying? You want to fuck with me. You want to holler at me. You want to pull me in the closet. You want to pull me in the house. You want to pull these panties. You want to do what you want to do. I done had women tell me that shit. But guys be so scared to come off like that to where it makes them play them in a way that they don't want to really play you. But they got to play you like that because you don't got the game. You're not bold. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to give instructions. You don't know how to make her feel comfortable with your instructions. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, fellas. That's why she's confused. Like, well, hold up. You did all this because you been wanting to holler at me and you stuttering, and that's gonna make her wanna play him in the long run. And if she do take him up on a offer to go out to eat or whatever, he ain't gonna get the pussy. He's gonna have to pull strings to get the pussy. He's gonna have to buy bags and pay a bill, and He's going to have to do things and make her feel like he's worthy enough and he's valuable enough out of his wallet to do certain to make it happen for her to come off that pussy. Real shit. Because he don't know how to come at her.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Why are you on my door?
Because listen.
You know that, right?
Listen, well, that's my bad. Let me make it up to you.
You sound delusional. We in Atlanta. That's what
You're right. We are in Atlanta, but let me take you out. I know some nice food spots in Atlanta. That's all I want to do. Let me take you on a date.
Okay, that's fine. You better.
No, that's all I want to do. I just want to take you on a date. And she told him, no, I ain't giving you my name. You sound delusional. She's dissing him. She's dissing him, and he's still around this bitch. Look at this shit. Setting himself up to get got.
Bro, how you find me?
How did I find you? Shit. God led me this way. I got you smiling. You mind if I get your...
God led you this way. Yeah, look. I got you smiling. You don't say no shit like that. You see that she's smiling. You know that you got her smiling, and why mention it? You gotta be smooth with this shit, fellas. The conversation transition gotta be smooth. It gotta be smooth to where she gotta understand, like, damn, okay, he's saying some shit or he's saying whatever, this turning me on, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smooth with it. I wouldn't have been there that long though. I probably would have hollered at her long time ago. I would have never took this route to holler at no chick. That's crazy. Like, share, and subscribe. You have to PayPal, the Cash App, Super Chat. Get at me on Rumble. Get at me in the Patreon just as well. Show love to the show. If y'all get up in here, show love to the show. You dig?
Instagram or something?
Then a nigga stoop down and asking for the bitch's Instagram. She denied the date. He stooped down and asking the bitch, let me be your fan. Let me be your fan. Let me be one of these guys that jump in your DMs and be just like the rest of these dudes. Sucker. When he see the bitch in person, he got her right there. He just didn't know what to say to pull her in. Sucker.
You recording me?
Yeah, but don't mind that. I gotta let, you feel me, people know how pretty you are.
What? Are you recording me there too?
Yeah, for the people that can't see from back there, I got you right here.
So how you gonna get me on Instagram if your phone?
I got multiple phones.
Oh. Okay. I mean, showing up on my door is kind of crazy though. That's how you get killed.
You right.
But I'm gonna fuck with you.
I do numbers. I don't do Instagram. Yeah, I want your number.
That's not how you better know women. You can't be on no weird shit. But here.
That's all you had to say from the jump. Nah, I don't do Instagram. I want your number. Now you bold enough to say that. She know what she got, fellas. She's gonna get his number and she's gonna give him some play because she know what she got. She got somebody's gonna take her on dates. Somebody gonna spend his money. Somebody's gonna break bread. I'm telling you, she know what she got before she even have to think about giving up the pussy. She really don't gotta give up the pussy. She can just be in his presence and he's good with that. Since that makes him feel good. Simply because not only that he's scared to get at her, but he's got cameras and he's got recording. He's recording the bitch. She know he's not bold enough and he's doing this. He's getting his boldness from his audience, from his fans, or from whoever's following him. She see this. Okay, let me play this nigga. Women don't gotta say this to you, fellas. This is how these things end up coming out. When they start playing you and you be wondering why later on you be pissed off. Why the bitch acting like, what's going on? You played yourself. You're a sucker. And she got you. She helped play you. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You were scared to come off. First, you knocked on the bitch's door when you'd probably seen her out and about so many other places when you could have been and got on her. That's creepy. And then you got at her and was fumbling your words and stuttering and not knowing what to say. That makes her look at you like, okay. And if she didn't want to holler at you, she didn't find no interest, she would have shut her door on you. Now, if she would have found interest like she's doing now, she's got you set up to be her play toy. You're going to take her on dates. You're going to take her on dinners. You're going to take her to certain events. You're going to buy shit and everything before you think about sniffing the pussy. I'm telling you guys, you set yourself up not knowing what you're doing.
All right.
Don't be annoying on the phone.
I won't.
Don't be annoyed. Don't be annoying me. Like, what the fuck she just say? She said, don't be annoying. Bitch, what she just say?
But here, I got you.
All right.
Don't be annoying on the phone.
Don't be annoying over the phone. Oh, she already know it's kind. See that, fellas? She already know it's kind. Because he was annoying coming up to her door. He was annoying on how he got at her. His approach was annoying. Everything about him is annoying. He got no game. He ain't got the vibe. He ain't got the rhythm. That's what it is, fellas. He ain't that dude. And she see that. And she know what he's going to be. But she took his number because he's a fan. He thinks she's bad. He thinks the bitch is the gorgeous thing ever. And she's going to play him. I'm telling you, it ain't going to come out in his favor. And if he do get the pussy, he's going to have to work hard. And it's going to be the attachment to the pussy to where he going to be, nigga, I'm telling you, he going to be on that bitch to where she going to be playing games with him and shit and pulling the pussy back and forth on him. He going to be going crazy, nigga. He's going to be going through some shit. That's how they get these suckers. Because these suckers get themselves. And look, he walked away like he did something. He walked away like he did something. See? This ain't what it is, fellas. This ain't how you supposed to do it. This ain't what it is. You gotta learn how to approach. You gotta learn to say what you gotta say and keep pushing. And the way you approach displays your behavior. And women are very big on behavior. They're very big on humbleness. You know what I'm saying? They're very big on actually dealing with a guy who is so far off into him to where that bitch really don't matter. And she got to be the one to display. She got to be the one to put up and shut up. She got to be the one that's following behind and chasing like she's supposed to be. That's real shit, you know what I'm saying? But they like guys like that more so than guys like this who don't know what he's doing. He set himself up to be played. What a sucker. I'm about to get up out of here, fellas, and shouts out to whoever came across and showed love and looked at me, scanned through or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get at me in the PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat, Rumble, Patreon, you dig? And hit the notification bell so you can be alerted on these videos when I come through, fellas. And last but not least, get at me in the Gmail, railsfargo12@gmail.com. Get at me in the description below my about section on the back page, on the main page of my channel. And you'll see my number down there. Text me first for video topics, consultations, or whatever. We can set things up and get it going. You dig? Holla.